Street in Brevard, North Carolina. It's about 9.8 miles away, 20 minutes, with an arrival around 1:32 p.m.
Thank you.
It's a nice little open roof, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's especially nice for people sitting in the back seat. You have a fairly good view.
So you're not touching anything?
No, the steering wheel is pretty much useless except for getting out of the garage and stuff.
Okay. And I'm buckled up, so that's good. And Liz said that when she's driving, the car automatically brakes when you take your foot off the gas.
Yes.
So when she was in our car, it was like a runaway car when she, took her foot off the gas and it's still rolling.
It doesn't actually brake. It's just that the electric motors
Right.
are
Sufficient to slow it down.
It's not actually putting the brakes on.
It's like leaving it in low gear.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they've
So
every week or every 2 weeks, the self-driving capability gets a little better. There's a couple of things it doesn't do right now. We don't want to. And this stupid somebody changed the thing to take us out the wrong gate. So
Meaning someone
Google,
gave feedback.
This is Google Maps. Somebody screwed up.
Somebody gave feedback.
Gave feedback, screwing it up. I don't know whether it was intentional or not.
And this is one of the challenges for an AI engine. I'm keeping a list of mistakes on my AI.
Yeah.
And I talked to AI about the mistakes they made. It takes 2 or 3 iterations of me challenging them. No, that really wasn't the problem. This is your problem. And then all of a sudden you go to another layer of honesty. It's kind of like raising kids.
This is not a problem
You've been
with
caught.
Tesla. It's a problem with Google Maps, because Tesla just uses Google Maps for navigation. And if you just go to Google Maps on your phone, it has the same problem. I think somebody intentionally screwed it up because they are showing the
And of course they got cameras of all this activity, right?
Yeah, it's got 8 cameras around the car.
Okay. And do you know what kind of data requirements are being transferred?
No, I don't.
Because you're really recording, and this is like a data center on wheels.
Yes. I know that the way, and I haven't really researched it to determine exactly how it all works, but it is all AI and a neural network, and Tesla gets data from every Tesla that they've ever sold, unless you opt out and say you don't want to send them data. But from the way that they determine somehow or other who are the best, safest drivers, and they're dealing with about 4 million Teslas, so they pick some large number of the ones they think are good drivers, and that data gets processed by the neural network and AI, and so there is no programming stack or anything that controls the car. And it stops right at every stop sign, even though the gate is up. It's going to stop at the stop sign.
Yeah.
But
and will it recognizes a gate, I guess, then, huh?
Yes, it does. It didn't used to, but that recently that's a change.
Well, that's a pretty good idea, is to recognize gates across the road.
Yes.
I'm glad they thought of that.
One of the things it doesn't recognize now are signs that say no right turn on red. So it'll pull up to a stop sign or a red light, and then with a sign that says no turn, and first thing you know, it's turned right with when it says no turn. So
do you have time to stop it? And
no.
Okay. So
no, usually it's, I don't even think about it. I just assume it's not going to turn, and it's already pulled out and started. Because it checks both ways and makes sure everything's clear, and
okay.
And then it goes.
And so then if you were stopped and pulled over, you can just tell the arresting or the officer giving you a ticket to talk to the car.
Yeah, wasn't me. Car did it. And the only other thing that irritates me now is that it will avoid all kinds of obstacles in the road, like a branch with a few leaves on it or something. If the other lane is clear, it'll drive around it, and even black patches on the road it thinks might be something, but it hasn't learned how to identify potholes, so it doesn't miss potholes. So
oh my goodness!
If I see a big pothole coming up,
you steer around it.
I steer around. You can take it out of self-driving with moving the steering wheel, stepping on the brake, or pressing a button on the steering wheel, or pressing self-driving on the display. So there's 4 different ways, and it comes out. Now let me see what it says my tire pressures are now.
Oh, you just redid the tires.
Yeah, and they're supposed to be 42, but I left it a little low because they were really cold, and
that's right.
I'm thinking they're gonna
a little expansion with
warm
the heat.
up a little bit. I don't like the rough ride that you get when the tires are a little bit overinflated.
So what else besides potholes? I remember
those are the only 2 things I can think of right now. I know there's some other things.
Well, if you run off the road, it has an intelligence to try to pick a soft object to hit instead of a hard one. Isn't that correct?
I don't know if it can run off the road. I don't know what would cause if it could do that.
Well, I remember doing a little research 5 years ago, and the Chinese were leaders and just doing all kinds of things. So those were some of the issues. Those are factors, if something pulled out in front of you and you couldn't brake, would it just hit it? Are you saying that it couldn't dodge it and be veered off the road? Like it was a child or something?
Oh, if it, it would avoid any animal, or it sees animals as humans now. At least that's what it displays on the thing. We'll see deer coming across the road all the time. It looks like a human walking across the road, which is fine. It avoids them in any case. But yeah, it would. It'll do whatever it has to do to avoid hitting a person. Let me ask Grok about this restaurant. Hey Rex, we're headed to Falls Landing Restaurant in Brevard, North Carolina. What can you tell me about the food there? What do they have that is especially good? Have you got any information on that?
They serve fresh seafood, steaks, burgers, and pasta with a local focus. Reviews rave about the rainbow trout, national trout with polenta, filet mignon, crab cakes, fish and chips, and their fries.
Okay, good, thanks. I'm gonna have a hard time choosing between a hamburger and fish and chips. 2 of my favorites.
Sounds like Trout's calling your name. Reservations recommended since it's popular downtown.
And not for lunch, I don't think. We'll find out. All right, thank you.
Okay, so they've done research and they know that you speak to Trout, or you hear Trout calling your name. Is that what he's got your mental health records?
I didn't know.
That's a lovely personal touch. I talked to, look at that pretty little church up there on the hill. I'll be with strangers and there's a bowl of candy on the counter and I say, did you hear that? And they hear what? I said, that candy called my name. Did you hear that? And they usually say something like, yeah, it calls my name too.
Oh, I forgot we're actually heading for the chicken restaurant. I got confused. I don't know the name of it. It's new. I've never been there.
No, that's fine because that was classic. That they had this gourmet menu. That Indian food you cooked last night was excellent.
Yeah, I really like that particular recipe. I found it on YouTube from this Indian lady, and wow, I was really impressed the first time we've had it. Been cooking it about once every month or two ever since. But it's getting pretty hard to find ground lamb. It's not carried by many of the grocery stores.
It pulls the fat off. Is that what you were mentioning? That is it just lean and they grind it, or do they actually do something to minimize the fat content? Is there any fat in lamb?
There is a little. I think it's naturally lean, more lean than beef.
Okay.
Yeah, and when you cook it, there's not a lot of fat that comes out. It's pretty. The lamb seems to be pretty lean. The leanest meat I have ever had was kangaroo. Well, there's no fat on kangaroo. That they have kangaroo on the menu in a lot of places in Australia.
I remember the story you told me of your buddy who had the kangaroo steal his jacket.
Yeah.
Can you tell that again?
Well, there was a couple of Scottish engineers from IBM Scotland that were over in a small area of northern Scotland where we had an IBM facility, and they were driving along a little road and came along what they thought was a dead kangaroo lying in the road. But so they went over and they picked up the kangaroo and held it up and took pictures himself with the kangaroo. And one of them took his blazer off and put the blazer on the kangaroo. And they started taking pictures, and then the kangaroo came to and took off with his blazer, which had his wallet and his passport.
So the moral of the story is what?
The Australian guys tell me that's a true story, but I don't know.
It's suspicious, isn't it?
It's suspicious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, if it had been a possum, that would have been more believable, because they've been known to fake their. But anyway, now, what's the moral of the story? You gotta have a good moral from that.
Don't put your blazer on a kangaroo for a photo. If you do, take out your wallet and your passport.
Exactly. That answer from an engineer. Oh, that's great. Downtown Brevard, home of Brevard College, and that's the courthouse right there.
Yep.
Main and Broad. How pretty. Where's Patty and Liz?
They're in Hendersonville.
Oh. We came through there last night. The guy I played with in the tournament this week in Naples is Coke Henderson. So I've got a lot of Henderson in my life.
Okay, we're looking for a chicken place on the right down here. I think it's about another block or two. But it's newly opened Well, probably a few months ago, but new to me. I've never been there.
Okay, so you took self-driving off at that left turn?
Yeah, because I don't know where to tell it to go.
Okay. So did you just give it Brevard directions, or
I told it to go to that restaurant that's on the corner.
that we're not going to?
That we're not going to.
Okay, I got you. So it got us
Yeah,
there,
I forgot,
and
yeah.
now we're looking for the one we really want because it's new. Okay.
Look over in there.
Okay.
Is there anything over there that says anything about chicken? Cardinal Drive-In. Well, maybe I'm wrong.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. Are the people in Brevard pretty well to do so that the secondhand stores have really nice stuff?
No, not that.
Not like Naples, right?
No, no, nothing like that.
Alrighty. Alrighty, well, I'm going to sign off as we go.
Hey, Rex.
Okay.
Looking for a chicken restaurant that opened in Brevard, North Carolina not long ago. I don't know the name of it or exactly where it's located. Can you see if you can find a chicken restaurant in Brevard, North Carolina?
Sounds like Mountain Bird Chicken in Brevard, North Carolina. They opened in August in the old Sonic spot on College Station Drive. It's about 1 mile from here at 142 College Station Drive. Open till 5 today with great reviews.
Okay, can you navigate us to there?
Got it. Navigating to Mountain Bird Chicken now. It's
Okay.
just 1 point.
Ask them if
Sounds
they,
good.
Ask them if they have any trout.
Sandeep. Yeah, they serve fresh, hand-breaded fried chicken tenders, sandwiches, biscuits, and sides like fries. What else you want to know?
Oh, I guess that's enough. Thanks. So fried chicken tenders, does that sound like?
Well, we don't have to.
No, I mean, whatever
mean,
you like.
That sounds fine. I
Okay.
just thought chicken would be fun. I'm glad we chose that because I'm illustrating here in this little video.
And all the tires are up to 41 PSI now.
So they are warming up. And what were they when you put some air in this morning?
37.
Okay.
I think the cold weather, you know, and it was the first time I got a indication that the tires were low. Must be 38 is a trigger point or something, because they were down to 37 and I got a warning that they were low. So I was all wrong about where this restaurant. I don't know why I thought it was down here somewhere. Oh, it said it was
They said the sun.
the Sonic, and I was thinking about that it was the Cardinal Drive-In.
There's the Cardinal. Yeah.
That's where I got.
Cardinal looks like it's been around a few years.
Yeah, it has been there for a long time.
Does Brevard have its own newspaper anymore?
Yes, it does. Has Transylvania Times. It comes out twice a week.
Okay. That's nice. Newspapers have gone away in most smaller towns.
Yes. Cycle Works. Huh, there's lots of bicycles. This is a big biking area there's a lot of mountain biking here, and there's a number of bike races that start in Brevard, so we've got overabundance of bike shops. There must be 6 or 7 bicycle shops here. I don't see how they can how we can support.
They
that
can all
many.
support each other. I mean, survive.
Oh, another thing that this car doesn't get into the lane for left turns till it gets to within half a mile of where it needs to turn, even if the traffic's really heavy. It drives me crazy because I always like to, when I'm driving, I like to move over much earlier.
Interesting. Here's Brevard College.
I don't remember where the Sonic was. Up here on the left somewhere, I guess.
How many students at Brevard?
It's a pretty small school. I don't remember what the number is, but you know, it's like 1,000 or so. It's, you know, it's pretty small.
Music?
Yeah, music and some outdoor things.
Forestry? Or
Yeah, I don't know if it's forestry, but some environmental stuff and other
Okay.
things.
Okay.
Oh, this is where the Sonic was. I remember now. Okay. I think it missed. No, I see. No.
There's Mountain Bird Chicken right there.
Yeah, it thinks the entrance is over here. We'll see if that's right. I shouldn't have taken it out of.
You should let it do it.
Let it do it, yeah. Well, I'm gonna put it back into self-driving. We'll see what it
Okay,
does.
let's see what it does now. Back on. And voila.
Nope,
Interesting. Nope.
that's not it.
Nope.
So it went to the wrong place.
It's the wrong part. Well, I bet you it's all programmed and now the world knows with stored data. How about that? And there is, thank you, Tucker. Thanks for the ride and the education. Signing
You're
off
welcome.
now. Let's see. Let me see if I want to get